The Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner on behalf of its stakeholders and is currently working with the National Lotteries Commission, who has sponsored rugby kits and rugby safety equipment for rural rugby clubs. The rugby safety skills took place at the Moko Sports Complex in Debe, Eastern Cape.
Today we had Sports Trust and together with the National Lottery Commission, and they were here to hand over 10 kits to 10 clubs, trauma boards and first aid equipment. The donation or the sponsorship that has been done to our rural clubs is going to go such a long way. According to Boxmart, the first aid and trauma boards, the spider web that is put on top of the trauma board, the neck brace that comes together with the trauma board is quite an integral part of the game. Referees should not allow a game to start if we don't have those on the field. And our rural teams have been struggling to purchase equipment. You would have seen that some of them even play without kit, or a kit that is not fully a three-piece kit, or the whole team doesn't have a kit. So the donation or the sponsorship will go a long way to them and in assisting them and for player safety as required by Boxmart.
Basically, the training we did today was on field side safety with specific aim at spinal immobilization. The patient or the player that gets knocked unconscious and can't speak to himself, how to safely remove him off the field even if he has a possible neck injury. So that's the basic training we did. We did some strapping as well, blood injuries, how to manage them according to rugby's rules. But the big thing is, to get the player off safely that's unconscious or with a neck injury. Basically, everything I covered today you can also find online. If you go on www.boxmart, it brings up everything I spoke about today, YouTube videos of how to, safely remove a patient once again off the field, how to put him on a spinal board safely, how to strap him down, how to carry him. Also, basically, the signals, 2 hands up in the air, call for help, those type of things. So that's covered in Boxmart. If you want to learn a bit more, you can go onto World Rugby's website, where there's quite a lot of courses you can do for free and get a certificate from World Rugby saying you completed the courses. So that's all free. The knowledge, the information is out there. So if you want to learn, the sky's the limit.
The rugby safety skills training is essential in terms of how to correctly use the safety equipment and medical kits provided, which will ensure the safety of these clubs' rugby players. 10 rural rugby clubs also received brand new rugby kits at the handover.
Today, I think it's the best day for the club because, firstly, for the equipment that we received, full equipment, and also the first aid kit, and then some trainings that we received. In the rurals, we are having some difficulties and the challenges. We are playing in the bundus, if you know what I mean. And with this facility that we're having now at the Moko Sports Complex, at least things are better. We are starting to play a perfect sport, a perfect rugby, and with minor injuries, because in the previous days there were lots of injuries simply because we are running on the bundles. So at least now the fields are flat and they're perfect as well.
Yeah, to be here it means a lot to us because we don't have these kind of things. So it will help like our club, because our club we have a development team, we have from under 9 boys and girls, from under 9, under 11, under 13 up to first team. Yeah, so we have a lot of teams like in our club, both the boys and girls. So receiving this kit, it will help us a lot, because we didn't have a first aid kit and we didn't know how to do the first aid, So it will help us. We are very thankful for being here today.
We are having some couple of development ages. We're starting from under 9, 13, 15, 17 and 19 ages. Also the ladies rugby we do have, but the challenge that we have on that is the equipment for them, because we are using the local team. We used to have a local team, and then so these young ages do not have proper equipment to play. So that is our challenge at the moment. So our goal is to make sure that at least in each and every department or age group, we are having some of the people that are going out, like playing for border.
Last year we were finalists here, like in this tournament. Yeah, and we didn't get much like exposure, but at the moment we are trying like so much, to get these boys to one of the best schools, around, because we have the development teams there. So we go to trials like a border, go to trials for the Eastern Cape, So our boys, they always get selected like in those kind of things. So we are hoping like this year that one of our boys, through this initiative, and then we can get them through to the Trevin Week. We can also, like, it will inspire even like the first team guys to do much more. You see, yeah, we are hoping to achieve a lot like in this club.
I'm just not sure about the number of clubs exactly that will be here, but there's a lot of rugby that's going to be played. It's going to be played over 3 days, mostly the rural teams and invitational teams that will be coming on from this area of Debe. Mr. Moko, I think this is the second year now that this tournament will be running. In its first year, it was stopped by COVID in the year that it should have started, so this should have been its third year, but actually it's in its second year. We like to be grateful to Mr. Moko for what he has done for the community of Debe people, bringing rugby to rural areas. This is a state-of-the-art facility that he has done here for them, and he's done well. They usually say charity begins at home, and he's a son of the soul. He does come from this area. In Xhosa we say umntana omgquba, and umntana omgquba he has given to the people of his own.
The 3-day Easter Rugby Tournament, hosted by the rural rugby team, provided them with an opportunity to compete against various teams and showcase their skills and assist with talent identification.
Yes, the rugby one, it's the second time we're doing it, and we plan, it's an annual event. But the cricket tournament, which they call Amakale Kusha, we play December time. We held that one for about 4 times. 2 times before COVID and 2 years after COVID. This is based in the Amagunukwebe area, which is the Debenek, Greater Amagunukwebe area, which runs up to the borders of Pedi. So our teams start from that end. And the challenges they're facing now is transport. We beat Central, but there are teams that have to move a long way to get here. So that's the only challenge. A friend of mine, Kaya Majek, introduced me to the Sports Trust and promised that he gonna influence the setup. We get some help because our teams here are really battling. And yesterday when we got 10 kits and medical equipment and all that for 10 teams, that was one of its kind. It's the first time we experienced that because we battle to get sponsors. So the people are not working here. They battle to get kits, but yesterday it was a big event. We really adhere to training. As you can see, even now, we've got about 3-4 ambulances on site to really look after that. And yesterday, the training, the doctor that was brought on board to really take us through, that was really phenomenal.
Okay, we play against Swallows a Rugby Football Club. We beat them 8-3. Yes, the game was nice. Our boys, they show hunger, and I believe that we've got some few mistakes. In the next game, we believe that we're gonna rectify all those mistakes and go ahead with the tournament. And we are happy with my boys, and also the crowd was fantastic today. And we promised them that we will make them proud. Even the entire location is proud today.
The game was magnificent. It was truly magnificent. The opponents gave us so much competition. It was the first time for us to play in the Easter, such a huge tournament, but we're going to pull through. Playing the new kid feels like so good. It is so special.
Okay, kime namhlanje ibinhle kakhulu. Sidlalile igame yokuqala and sayidlala kahle kakhulu, sayiwina 36-9. So ibinhle igame kakhulu, amajita aphakamisile adlala kahle kakhulu.
The struggle we face in our area to get to here is the transport, because we live so far. So it costs us a lot of money, and we are very poor. The roads are so poor too. So it causes a lot of struggle for us.
Thina sisisuka kwilali singenazimali ezilalini, so siyadinga kakhulu support because sinabo nabantwana abancinci sibakhulisayo esinqwenela ukuba badlale irugby baphumele phambili. So siyathanda kakhulu bafumane support, bakwazi unyukela badlala kwiiligi eziphezulu, because xa sidlala ileague kwi-challenge yoba singakwazi utravelisha udlala kwenye indawo. So singafumana support bahambe bodlala kwenye indawo, then babonwe, then babonwe iiteam eziphezulu baphumele babheke phambili nerugby yabo.
For us and my teammates, this environment feels like a Springbok one, because it is so delightful as compared to ours from our village. So it is magnificent.
Enkosi kakhulu ku-National Lottery Commission for ikiti inhle kakhulu, and siyathanda izikhala zethu. Enkosi kakhulu.
This investment by the National Lotteries Commission is essential to support transformation in sport, and especially the well-being and safety of the rugby players in the rural clubs. The Sports Trust continues to enhance education through sport by working together with their stakeholders, and thank the National Lotteries Commission for their investment into safety in sport.